Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as saw by the title, we will be testing out the e.l.f. 16-hour wear camo concealers. Unless I get the chance on another day, this video will not have a wear test in it. I'm sorry if you guys were expecting that. I'm so sorry. I am just going to be testing it out and yeah, seeing how the shades work and stuff like that. I picked up 2 different shades. We'll just talk more about that in a second, but I just wanted to kind of pre that because this is a 16-hour wear concealer, so you'd think that I would do a wear test. I will do that on another day, hopefully, and maybe I'll post a different video with that, or if this doesn't go up soon, I'll have another day, just the clip put into this one. At the end, we'll see though. Yeah, obviously I'll let you know. Obviously, you'll be able to see it if we do. So let's just get started so we can make this video snappy. So the first thing I have here, the only thing I have here, I have the 2 e.l.f. Camo Concealer. So I actually picked these up at Target, and at my Target, they had 4 shades either left or only 4 shades. They had medium beige, medium sand, medium peach, and then fair. So it was a terrible shade range. These 2, as you can see, they look very, very different, so I didn't know which one I wanted to try. I do want to, I just ripped a box. I want the concealer to be light under my eye, and then I also want it to, but not too light, and then I also want to be able to spot conceal with it. So I was glad, I was fine with grabbing 2, basically. So I'm trying to open this, but it's terrible. So I'm going to do my base makeup and then use the concealer, and then we'll be back just to let you know how everything applied on top of it. So like I said, this is the 16-hour camo concealer from e.l.f. This is $5, which is not that bad, honestly. For concealer, you get a lot of product, and then you get this big mama doe foot applicator, and this is the shade. That is pretty light skin. Don't know what I was thinking. Look at that. And then this is medium. I really hope the box gets destroyed at the top where you have to open it, so I really hope that they wrote the shade on the thing. Yes, this is medium sand. The first one I just showed you was medium sand, and then this one is, if you come out, this one is medium beige, which actually just might be a better shade altogether. Nope, I knew it was too dark. So I think they'll be really nice to mix together for me. Yeah. So the claims of this concealer, it says, camouflage those pesky spots and under eye circles with this high coverage, crease resistant 16-hour wear concealer. Directions: use the wand to apply concealer to desired areas, pat out gently with your finger or sponge for a smooth blend. So if you use a brush with this and you say it doesn't work, clearly you didn't read the box. So let's just get started with the base makeup. So I'm going to use my Flower Beauty primer. So this is normal. Like, I use this all the time, and there's like nothing left in it, girl. So I know how this works, and if there are any changes with my skin, it has to be the concealer. If that makes sense to you. And then, I don't have my, there it is. And then next for foundation, I'm actually going to use my e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer. I know this is a very light coverage thing, so I don't know how well they're going to work together. But then I can actually see if the thing giving me more coverage is the concealer, because I know how little coverage this gives. And then, come on. And I already know how this foundation wears and everything like that, so we'll be good to decide if it's the concealer or not. e.l.f. is very cheap, and I think it's funny that this tinted moisturizer is cheaper than this concealer. But They're very inexpensive and they have some really great products, but some of their products are just not that good. And most of their more expensive products are better than their cheaper products, of course, because they spent more money on it, making it and stuff like that. So you'd see like, why not? And so I'm really excited to see how this concealer tries. They do have other concealers which are $3 or $4, something like that, and you get a lot less product. At least it seems like it. I don't know how many, like, they never write the ounces or anything on their products, so I wouldn't be able to compare, but from the size of them, the other one looks way smaller. And the other one gives no coverage at all, but it's really great at brightening, and it looks pretty on the skin, so it's kind of like bittersweet. I got the wrong shade in that concealer, if you're wondering which one I'm talking about. The one that I always say I have the wrong shade in. Okay, and then for, obviously, concealer, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Camo ones. So I'm going to put on medium sand. I don't understand how this is medium sand, but I guess. I love this. I'm just going to put on it like that. I'm going to put some in the forehead. And like right there. So let's blend that out before we add more. It is really light, but it's not super light. It actually looks really pretty. As you can see, it's blending out super nicely. Just a BTW, I don't wet my beauty blender normally, just because I feel like I don't need to. So if you're like, I don't know if you're like, what's wrong with it? I don't know. If you're questioning something, just keep that in mind, that I don't want my beauty blender. But even so, this looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. It is a little bit too light, but like barely too light. And so it'll be okay when I mix them. I'm only going to put a hair of this because I like how brightening this shade is. Put like a dot there, a little bit right there, and then I'm actually going to put some on my face over here. And they do have quite a few shades. I think they have a pretty good amount, honestly, especially for e.l.f. They have a good amount. So so that's really good if you're interested. The only thing is I don't like ordering from e.l.f. website things that are shades because usually it's not too accurate. Like the shades will look so much darker or so much lighter than they actually are, and so you can't tell which one's your shade or which one like will match you. So I'm like, I can't. So I decided that was a no from me. Okay, I'm kind of loving this, and it's really funny because I'm just gonna put some on the top as the lid as well. I haven't seen myself in concealer in a really long time, like in a nice concealer that looks good on my face, and so it looks so foreign to me, but I like how it highlights the center of my face and it just makes me look like put together. And it definitely added more coverage over my redness over here, over the foundation, the BB cream, whatever you want to call it, tinted moisturizer, not a BB cream. So I really like that. So I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna go film another video, and then I will be back to let you know how it applied with everything on top of it. And okay guys, so we are currently in my car in the morning. I go to work at the YMCA at 6:40. I'm in my car right now at 6:40. So it is currently 6:41. I can show you. 6:42 is currently 6:42. So I have the concealer on. It looks really pretty under my eyes. I'm obsessed. Actually, it's covering my designer bags. I have powder and bronzer and blush on top of it. I don't have any eyeshadow mascara on, but I will put some on later. I have my Flower Beauty primer on. I have my e.l.f. tinted moisturizer. I have my e.l.f. setting powder. I have my e.l.f. blush on. So I was like, let me just use a bunch of e.l.f. stuff. And a lot of e.l.f. stuff was in my weekly makeup basket, so it's cool. Yeah, I think that was it. We're gonna see how this wears all day. Since it's so early, at 7 p.m. it'll be, I'm freezing. At 7 p.m. it'll be 12 hours, so just have to wait a little bit longer. So we will see. I don't know if I'll be able to do 16 hours completely, maybe, but I don't know. I'm gonna lock my doors. But I don't know. 16 hours is a long time, and I wouldn't be wearing concealer for 16 hours anyway unless you do. Sorry. But yeah, I really like it so far. There's nothing I don't like about it, so I'm obsessed. And the shade, honestly, the light one is honestly like perfect. And I know, like, I add a little bit of the dark one just to cover my spots, and a little bit under. I added it only under one eye today because that one eye was a little too bright. So it's just the amount I add. We will be back to check in a few hours. Okay, this doesn't really change anything, but it is currently 8:33. It's really hard to show you my watch, but I did just get back from work. I wanted to just point out a couple of things. One, my nose is super dry right here. I put concealer down my nose here, so it probably went over there, but usually my nose is dry, so I didn't want to blame that. And then over here again, like, my face is just really dry today. It's really cold, so I think that's what it is. But what I want you guys to know is that under my eye right here is a little bit crepey. You can see like the dryness right there. And so, and then obviously you can see my creases, my under eye, designer Gucci bags. I just want to let you guys know in case that like sways you or something, if you're like, whoa, no, I can't get it. I think it's still gives me really good coverage. The formula is beautiful, so I don't mind that. I'm actually gonna go fix my face a little bit because doing your makeup at 6 o'clock in the morning is not it, and that's why I look crazy. But I will update you guys again. Okay, so I just wanted to mention real quick, it is now, let's see if this wants to turn on. It is now 12:24. I wish you guys could actually see that, but it is 12:24. So I've had this makeup on, concealer on for about like 4 or 5 hours-ish, if I can do math. I think it was 6:40 in the car, so 12:40, like 6 hours almost. And it's looking pretty good. Like I said, my under eye, like, it did crease under my eye, but I don't mind. I don't know, it still looks beautiful, honestly. My nose is still dry, even though I fixed it. I don't know what's going on with my nose, but I think, like, my face just looks so put together. I'm in natural lighting, like, this is the window right behind me, and it just looks so pretty. I'm obsessed, honestly. The formula's creamy, beautiful. I keep saying that like every single check-in, but I love it. So I added a little bit more makeup. The forehead looks gorgeous, still not too oily. Everything just looks good. Okay guys, so here we are. My heater is on. Here we are, the last update for today. My nose is still extremely dry. My under eyes look good and bright. My forehead looks good. My makeup's kind of been a little bit hit, but looks a little bit hit, but honestly, this concealer is my life right now, and I'm kind of obsessed. So that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.